So tonight, Vegas eliminates Colorado. Score was 6-3. Um, and I mean, I'm not thrilled about it because obviously I was rooting for Colorado to win. Because I feel like no one hates Colorado, you know. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the pillow. I'm sitting leaning on. Yeah, I feel like no one hates Colorado. I certainly don't. I like Colorado. But it's very unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate thing that Colorado goes out in the second round again, again, um, because they've done this for the past 3 years. And it sucks that Colorado's out because I was kind of I root for Colorado always usually because they're a team that they're a good team. They're a really good team. They got some good players, and they're a really good team. I enjoy Colorado, and I'm not a big fan of Vegas. In their first year, they beat the Kings, and their fan base I feel like is the most spoiled fan base ever because they've just gotten to see year after year. Well, they've only been around 4 years, so this is their fourth year in existence. But they've made the playoffs all of those 4 years, and 1 year they made the final. But anyway, um, I was only able to watch a few minutes of this game. I say able. I really could have watched more, but I just didn't. I didn't get around to it. And while I was watching, I really, really forgot how good Fleury is. He's outstanding goaltender. He's amazing. And I mean, he's gonna go down as one of the best of this generation, in my opinion. And he'll be in the Hall of Fame definitely. He'll be there. But anyway, yeah. Colorado. Over the past 3 years, well, they've made the second round for the past 3 years and lost in the second round the past 3 years. In 2019, they upset Calgary. I think that was actually an upset. Yeah, that was a year that the lower seeds actually, like the eighth place seeds, beat their first round opponents. It's pretty cool. 2019, I still say is the best playoff hockey that I've ever watched. But yeah, so they beat Calgary in 2019, and then they lost to the Sharks in 7. And I remember that one being like more of like they didn't beat them, but for years to come, they're going to be one of the best teams in the West, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And then in 2020, they beat Arizona, and then they lost to Dallas in 7, in Game 7 overtime. Dallas, of course, went on to the Stanley Cup final and went on to lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sorry, and then this year they kind of just fell off the map, And then 2021, of course, they beat St. Louis in 4, and then they lose in 6 to the Vegas Golden Knights. I feel like no one calls them the Golden Knights anymore. This is probably the first time I've said Golden Knights for a while. But anyway, and then the Knights will just we'll look at them because this is their fourth year of existence. We'll just look at the last 4 years for them. Last 3, sorry. In 2018, they of course made the finals in their first year. That was historic. 2019, they blew a 3-1 series lead to San Jose. I remember that one being pretty funny. And then in 2020, they lost in the conference finals to the Dallas Stars. And in 2021, they're in the conference finals again. This year's conference finals, I really don't know what they're trying to call them because obviously we got an Eastern team and a Western team in the conference finals and then 2 Eastern teams. So I'm just going to call it the conference finals. So this year's conference finals, both of them are almost identical for the exception that we have Montreal instead of Dallas. Like I said, Dallas fell off the map. But we've got New York, the Islanders in Tampa, which we had last year, and then Vegas and Montreal, which we did not have last year. But anyway, I'll talk about the conference finals in another video. This was a series, to me, that I think the Colorado Avalanche are pretty underachieving. Pretty underachieving for this year. I think they should have done a lot more, and they should have beat Vegas. I picked them to win in 7. It ended up being Vegas in 6, obviously. And it is what it is. And you know, it's a series that I think that I thought that, you know, another thing that would play a part in Vegas not doing so well is that Vegas just came off a 7-game series, so they're going to be maybe kind of tired. Didn't seem to affect them too much. But anyway, you know, Vegas, let's not forget they're a fantastic team. They're terrific. They're an excellent team. They have done things in their first years of existence that takes some teams years to do. So they've let's not discredit their accomplishments here. Well, I don't know why I even said that. Discredit their accomplishments. They just made an accomplishment. All I'm doing is crediting their accomplishment here. Congratulations to the Vegas Golden Knights, yeah. And they'll go to the conference finals with Montreal, which I think will not be easy for either team, but I'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, guys. Bye. Thumbs up. Subscribe.